GRO 21717 has orthophosphate, which is plant-ready available phosphate. It has potassium hydroxide, which is plant-ready. It has microbes, organic acid, extra carbon for plant growth, and trace elements to really dial it in. It works well. This 21717's formulated blend, I have never seen anything that comes close to it. It's just amazing, especially in a foliar application. The efficacy of a foliar is 5 to 7 times greater than soil run, so you use less product, but you also have the cost of spraying.
Dennis, using 21717 with orthophosphate, you have a better chance of the plant drinking it than tying up with calcium?
Yes, that's why our plant-ready products work so well, is because once they're on the leaf or in the soil, it goes to work. You don't tie up with the calcium products either. The benefit of using a orthophosphate over a polyphosphate is that it's plant-ready, so we apply how much you need, when you need it. You don't have to wait for Mother Nature to break down other products for the plant to use. It is when we apply it, it is going to work today. In my experience, the best time to use 21717 is now during bud differentiation spray, for pre-bloom, for petal fall, fruit sizing throughout the summer, and also in fall applications to help set up your crop for the following season. 21717 and sizing color, I have seen dramatic results, especially in certain crops like lemons for sure, mandarins. It helps quite a bit. Our goal is to get at least a 12 to 24% increased production on citrus, and that is easily achievable using 21717. Because of the 21717's efficiency in the plant, we can use less KTS, use less SOP, and have better results. 21717 compared to other phosphorus and or potassium products, its efficacy is greater. It's plant ready, so you don't have to wait for breakdown. Some of these products, like muriated potash, has chlorides in them, which you don't want in your orchard. SOP takes a long time to break down, so a lot of people apply it during the fall or winter, and then you're waiting there again for Mother Nature to tell you when the tree can take it up, or we tell the tree when to take it up, because we apply it as needed, when needed, and amounts needed. Larger crops, larger fruit size, healthier trees, bigger vigor, darker green color. A lot of people think nitrogen makes your trees green. I believe it's phosphorus that does that, because in most California soils, phosphorus is tied up and not very available to the tree or plant. I recommend to all of my growers to use 21717 because it is by far the superior product.
Crop Shield is definitely one of the most unique products in all of agriculture. Back in the early 70s, when the industry was going in the direction of polymers and then later into the kaolin clays and calcium carbonates, UltraGro took an entirely different approach to plant protection. We went with titanium dioxide. And that's the same stuff that we use in the sunscreen on ourselves, and we figured out a way to concentrate that material and make it last for up to 30 days in the field. I always look for a 3-day range of 95 degrees or above is what I recommend to my growers. That starts the first application of Crop Shield, and then we come back in every 30 days after until we're up to harvest. The one major difference with Crop Shield, other than the titanium dioxide, is that we put photosynthesis promoting additives in our product. With our NPK package, our micronutrients package, the humic, fulvic, everything that we've added to this product is to promote photosynthesis, to promote growth naturally within the plant. And with addition, you have the titanium dioxide as an external element to help defend against the sun. The major difference using Crop Shield versus a kaolin clay product or a polymer, any other product for that matter, is the use or the ease of application. You have a product that's a liquid, it's not sticky, it's not white. It's very easy to add that into a tank mix with anything else that you're going through the field with already. And you don't have a lot of that residue. You don't have the residue on the tree. You don't mess up your spray tank. It's very clean and clear. And it's preferred by any applicator, aerial or ground. The biggest benefits that we've seen is adding 217-17 at a gallon per acre or more with the Crop Shield. And what this does is feeds the plant even more. So you're protecting it from the heat stress, from maybe a water stress, and you're also feeding the plant on those 30-day increments. And we're seeing just much more vibrant growth. You see caliper of the tree get larger. You just see general health, and with better health on a tree, you have less impact from insects and different biological diseases and everything else. So all around, it's a very strong package. The Crop Shield is a standalone product. When everybody else is going one direction and you have a company who's gone a completely different direction and is able to accomplish much greater things with the product at a cheaper price, that says a lot. We've been doing things like doing 9.5 tons better per acre on cannery tomatoes, getting the RLI on walnuts, the highest that growers have ever seen, pack outs on citrus that you could only dream of. And this is something, it's not a fluke, it's something we do time and time and time again. And it's a product I'll stand behind, and something that's going to take this company to the next level.
$217-17 is a great fit for our growers in many times of the season. Early on in these early springtime applications is a very important application for our growers. The tree cannot get the nutrition that it needs early on. Soil temperatures are cold, there is no evapotranspiration going on, there is no draw happening from the tree. Having a soluble source of both phosphorus and potassium early on is going to be key to our growers' success. There's a lot of sources of phosphorus out there available on the marketplace. By far, orthophosphate is going to be your best choice early on. There is no breakdown time that is needed. As soon as that phosphorus hits that root tip, you have immediate reaction with that, and we're going to take that up. You have to have root to product contact with phosphorus in order to draw that up. Thioplex is going to be a great fit for all of our growers in a lot of different fronts. It needs to be something that's used if you have water penetration issues based on the high calcium and available calcium in it. Also, if you have situations like in this ground right here where we have high carbonates within the soil, that sulfate is and the sulfur in the Thioplex is going to help break apart some of that carbon buildup. Feeding the plant calcium is going to be almost equally as important as leaching salts and things like that you do with soluble calcium. Calcium's the slowest moving element within a plant, and having a soluble source of that and being able to spoon feed that in a micro irrigated atmosphere is going to be key to our grower success. The biggest result that I've seen with my growers in using UltraGro products, most of the growers in some aspect are trying to accomplish what we're accomplishing with our products and getting it and sourcing it from many different directions, whether they're doing compost or injecting humic and fulvic acid independently and trying to put this soluble nutrition out there. We are able to do that within a single package. We're putting out a product and products that incorporate that whole mindset into one thing for them. It's easier for them to inject these things through the micro irrigation. I'm not discounting the benefits of compost. I'm not discounting the benefits of injecting humic acid independently, but what we're seeing is we are doing that all at one time, and the benefits of that and incorporating that into a single product has shown the relationship between what's in the soil and what is in the tissue, those things are now linking up, and we are seeing when we have adequate amounts in the soil, we are getting that within the tissue, where in the past we were not.